Artificial intelligence is coming through the big doors in our lives. It is the future and it will become bigger and bigger. SingularityNET is one of those, let's say, projects, a crypto project based on artificial intelligence. So, today I will take a look at AGI versus US dollar and make some price predictions. That's why you clicked, right? And we will look at search trends in the Google of SingularityNET. Let's see if you, human intelligence, is interested in artificial intelligence. So, without further ado, let's use this human intelligence if there is any. Roar! If you want to become a member of our crypto pack and know when the future video of Cryptosaurus is coming to your screens, subscribe to the channel. That way you are supporting me and you are becoming a part of the community that's interested in the things you are interested also. After all, it is completely free. If you want to further support the channel, feed a dinosaur, make a donation, check out the description. There you will find out how and where. Enough of self-promotion, let's head to the Google Trends chart. This is SingularityNET in the last 12 months. So 1 year time span. What do I see on this chart? First of all, I see that in the September of this year, beginning of September, your interest was at the highest peak. And since then, you kinda lost your interest in SingularityNET, don't you? So, from 100, you came to 23. But I bet that this 23 is the number of hardcore lovers of SingularityNET and the artificial intelligence, right? So you should be. There is one line on this chart that is also showing me that not a lot of people is currently interested in this project, and that is this support line. And as you can see, when we were climbing on our way to 100 of people's interest, it supported us, it supported your interest. Then after the peak we broke it, and now it's serving us as a resistance. For now, I think this line will serve us as a resistance of people's interests in the future. But keep a close eye on this, because after we break it, we are going again to a new 100. Moving on to the AGI versus USD chart, a weekly chart. And here we are. So this weekly chart is showing you the price action of Singularity from the beginning of 2018. So around the big bubble. Now, I'm not a fundamental guy, so it's up to you to know, is this the time of birth of Singularity, or it exists even before this point? But that is not important at this time, because we are doing what? A price prediction, right? And technical analysis is our tools. Now we have a fairly long time span of price data, but at the same time not big enough to know the true potential to the upside of this coin, because after all, you can clearly see that this was all a downtrend trajectory, and we can say that only by this impulse to the upside, SingularityNET decided to go in another direction, right? Because for the first time, if you take this high and this low, we are making a higher high. Got it? So the beginning of something bigger is happening right now. I will even assume that this area of current price action will bottom around these levels, and by the same token we will have a higher low, so a confirmation of an uptrend. But let's erase all this and really try to make a more stable case of what is happening right now in SingularityNET to know where it can go in the future. Okay, now I will draw a line in the sand, let's say, that will tell us a whole story of Singularity. Our line number 1, and let's call it a big support. You can clearly see why that is a big support. And many times it supported the price of Singularity, and after that even resisting it. So this is a big line. Right now we are also using it as a support. So this line could provide us with a current case of bottoming in the AGI versus USD. Furthermore, I will call it the case of bull and bear market. Let's move it like this and you will see why. I think, and this is the way I see picture of this chart, after this break, all this move was the real bear market of AGI. There you go. A little bear in the den. And that's it. Of course the price action before it was also, you can call nothing this, but there's really nothing but bear market in here, right? But the real bear market was this, and I would call it a capitulation. We finally rose about August of this year and above this pit, and this is where we are now, holding this support. And ladies and gentlemen, as long as we hold these levels, we're good. That is my opinion. And let's not overcomplicate things. That's really all there is to it. As long as we are above this support trend line at 0.03, so 3 cents, we're good. It's pretty simple. If we fall below 0.03, then we might have some problem. But for now, there's really no need to panic. And until you see 2 cents or 1 cent again, all is good, and a bright future is ahead of AGI. So, is this possible? Absolutely. But reasonable is this. A little more consolidation, and then this. And what's pointing me to this conclusion? Let me show you. Our line in the same number 2. You can see that it made us some trouble. This zone, I already said, not a definitive line is ever a support and resistance, but a zone. And what do you know? We are battling that zone once again. So don't be fooled by it to think that this 7 cents will not make you problem in the future. 1 more time, 2 more times, who knows? What is your conclusion from this picture? Fairly simple. If we moved in this space for a very long time, will you make a conclusion with me that this will be our space where we will move in this time? Now, there is one difference. This was a bear market. Now, this is the start of a new bull market. So, we shouldn't go to these distances. This is almost a year. I'm not expecting that. But a little more consolidation, absolutely. Because after all, now this is the beginning of 2021. It's not such a long time. The 2021 is here, a few months away. Absolutely. Expect a move in this box for some time. I think this is a fairly clear explanation of support and resistance for AGI versus USD, don't you? Let me know in the comments. Now, by this, I am predicting that by the end of the year, we will move, as I said, inside this box. The real trajectory, really, no one can tell. Something like this is a possibility. And then after we broke this humongous resistance, Starship is waiting for you. Let me be more clear. This is the vehicle that you will need to board in after 7 cents is broken. So, for now, in the short term, in the next few weeks, months, between 3 cents and 7 cents, we will hover and fly in the autopilot mode. After that, we are on our road to new all-time highs. For the sake of fun, let's say we copy this fractal and move it to the current times. Something like this is a possibility. Although, as I said, this was a bear market, this is not a bear market. But at the same time, this is the start of a bull market, but not a fierce one, as this was the real bear market, an extreme bear market. So this will be an extreme, but not the extremest ever market. Remember that, because after we breach these levels of AGI that we already had and go into a territory that you never saw before, that will be the most fiercely ignited bull market. For now, I'm telling you consolidation and another big one. How about we shrink this? That's good. That's right about until that box that we talked about until the end of the year. And this is an absolute possibility. Okay, please keep a close eye on this line of 7 cents and this line of 3 cents. It's pretty simple if you want to be an investor watching this video. 3 cents broken, problems ahead. 7 cents broken, moon is coming. Think to yourself, it's all good between these lines. Aboard this rocket ship and just wait. And if you didn't like this video, check out one of these that I'm pointing at you right now. Maybe there you will find your answers that you are eagerly searching for. See you in the crypto space.